Hiya, hello, and welcome back to another One Piece manga chapter review. This week we have chapter 1153, titled The Birth of Loki. So, obviously, we'll be continuing with the King Harold flashback, and we'll get to the birth of Loki. It's going to be interesting because it seems to indicate that the flashback is going to go a lot quicker than, say, the Odin flashback did. We're going to get the birth of Loki and maybe we'll get Loki's life and his growing up. So King Harold might not be the focus of this flashback, actually, which would make a lot of sense because Loki is the character that is alive at the present time and the character we are concerned about. So this might just be Loki's flashback. Okay, continuing. Got the cover story. Only Child Yamato, Napoleon Army Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 37. Kikunojo, Daimyo, Ringo, embossed Cho. So Kikujo has become the daimyo of Ringo. Oh, and the mob boss, Cho, is working with Kikujo. So I guess that makes sense. It's probably going to end up that all of the scabbards are daimyos of regions in Wano. Except for, Kinemon? I don't think Kinemon is a daimyo. I think Kinemon seems to be working directly under Momonosuke. And Denjiro, I think Denjiro might not be one. And there's Inuarashi Nekomamushi. Maybe. But the scabbards are at high positions regardless. I'm guessing there won't be too much more conflict in Yamato's backstory, but then you never know. Well, not backstory, excuse me, cover story, but then you never know. Okay, notes from Oda. I bought an emu figure. It's kind of funny. The plush is supposed to come out as well. Can't wait to play with it. So that emu plushie, that's just a silly silhouette. Okay, first panel. Dory and Brogy shared a wild childhood with Harold, Prince of Elbaf, venturing into the past. So we've got Kid Dory and Brogy and Kid Harold. So they used to hang out, and indication of the giants with the horns being larger is right there because we see that Kid Harold is tall, almost twice as tall as Dory and Brogy. And I guess they're all about the same age, so that would make sense. Born into the bloodline of ancient giants, the prince possessed a colossal body, monstrous strength, and high status. He grew into an arrogant and unruly rogue that no one could rein in. What a bore. Everyone outside Elbaf is pathetically weak and puny. You've got King Harold picking his nose laying on a boat. I'm guessing this is his pirate ship. Ain't that right, guys? Exactly, sire. It's just as you say. Well, not pirate ship, but his traveling ship. The kingdom of Bunt, New World. Come one, come all. Standing 10 meters tall, each of her steps is an earthquake. Her roars, thunder itself. She's one of the world's elusive giants, hailing all the way from Elbaf. Take a gander at Ida. Roar! Yeah! Got this giant lady trapped in a cage, and people running away, enjoying the show. It's wondering. Kingdom of Bunt in the New World. There's a ringmaster there, so it's like a traveling show. Get away from the cage, it's dangerous. Kia, whoa. It takes balls to turn one of us giants into a roadside attraction. So Harold sees what's going on through binoculars. It makes him very angry. Bada ha 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 ha, kia. They were fools to mock Elbaf. We sure showed them. Who are you? So we flash forward, and we've got the Elbaf ship sailing away from the kingdom. You see smoking buildings in the background. So Harold attacked the place and took Ida. No need to thank me, I'm the king of Elbaf. I just couldn't sit back while they slighted my homeland. And then Ida slaps Harold full force. King Harold! Huh? No way! And Harold's shocked to have been slapped. His henchmen are all shocked as well. Turn the ship around. You need to apologize. A lot of people got hurt. Are you crazy? You want to go back to that puny dog kingdom? Then Ida gets mad and punches Harold a bunch of times. He's got knots on his head and he's swollen up. You want me to rough you up? King Harold. They took me in and gave me work after finding me adrift on the brink of death. Thanks to their kindness, I was able to earn enough to eat and recover from my injuries. Little dolls? What the hell was that supposed to mean? You just happen to be born big. Your strength is a quirk of fate. Don't kid yourself into thinking you're better than the humans, you arrogant disgrace. This kind of crap is why all us other giants are always lumped in with you Elbaf savages. Okay, that's something to note. So Ida is not from Elbaf. She's one of the giants that's not from Elbaf. Or is she from Elbaf? No, because she says all us other giants are always lumped in with you Elbaf savages, so if she is from Elbaf, she doesn't know it. So she's not from Elbaf. And it seems that Ida's words got to Harold. I was just born big. And he's watching as Ida helps the citizens fix up the kingdom. King Harold, are we setting sail? What are you guys spacing out for, huh? Help them rebuild, you imbeciles, that miniature model city of theirs. Yes, sir. So Harold ordering his troops to go and help them rebuild. Their construction techniques are completely different. We'll teach you some stuff when you get back to Elbaf. Your use of spices is something too. I've never eaten anything with this much flavor before. And the quality of your fabrics. And Ida gets Harold to apologize. They're so sophisticated. Humans sure are good with their hands. And now Harold is celebrating with the humans and his troops. Look at it like this, Harold. The destruction of anything in this world is a waste. I was born on the Samuwanai Island, South Blue. So Ida's from the South Blue. Born on an island in the South Blue. Samuwanai. One thing led to another, and I ended up on these seas. You went over the blood-soaked serpent? Are you talking about the red line? Well, yeah, I did, but I can't go back now. We've got Ida and Harold Looks like they're sailing around, exploring different places. Got an island with people with spears. Welcome to Elbaf. We're not as savage as you think. Yeah, maybe I judged you too harshly. King Harold has really changed. It's kinda creepy. Hopefully it's just a phase. Now it looks like we flash forward a little bit. Elbaf, 105 years ago. Up until now we've committed countless sins. It's time we atone for them. What's wrong with you, Harold? As king, I intend to frequently travel overseas. I hope to extend a hand of reconciliation to our neighbors and learn from their cultures. Our land can become more prosperous if we learn from the world. Dory, Brogy, and the others will never stop running wild. Yahahaha. I go way back with those two. They have always had an unusual disposition. They've never failed to treat humans fairly and honorably. That's true. We can still hold our warrior ways, right? We may have to reconsider some traditions other countries feel threatened. Za-ba-ba-ba-ba, what a change. Whoa-ja-ja-ja, seems there's a tumultuous journey ahead. We've got Mountain Beard and Tree Beard both looking on. Harold is... No, Elbaf is blessed, says Ida. Say, we exchange diplomats with other nations. This says Harold, or this... We've got Harold traveling to other lands and learning about things. Say we exchange diplomats with other nations to build a deeper cultural understanding. I see, so it's like a fancy hostage deal, huh? That's not it at all. People need to forge connections, otherwise international cooperation is impossible. Now we flash forward a little more. Elbaf, 81 years ago. Eastern Fishing Village. You finally had the baby? Ida, Harold, congratulations. Thank you, Ida, and I... Unfortunately, we can't recognize your marriage. Only pure blood can be permitted within the royal family. Damn it. Forgive me, Ida. All these issues boil down to culture. Feelings alone won't change things. Always welcome in our village, Ida. Isn't that great, Harujan? At least you can stay near your papa. Harujan. So this is Harujan's birth. Which I guess makes sense. I don't think we got any confirmation of Loki's age versus Harujan's age, so Harujan apparently was born first. And Ida's his mother, which does make sense because Harujan is the half ancient giant. He was... While Loki is apparently full ancient giant. Isn't that great, Harujan? At least you can stay near your papa. Yeah. Harold, meet your future bride. Lady Estrid carries the noble blood of ancient giants. I was born in Alcohol Village to the north. I'm a student of the Earth-Wind arts. She is a woman truly fit to become queen. Elbaf, Alcohol Village, daughter from a prominent background. Estrid. I am fated to love you for the rest of my life. Forget about that Eastern woman and her bastard. Oh no, that's... The energies here are aligned to the east. This won't do at all. The king's spirit is leaking out. Quick, shut the windows. What? And that mirror, it's positioned in a lethal 5-star configuration. Dispose of it. Okay, so Estrid is really into the feng shui, apparently. Is that what she means by the earth-wind arts? Is it feng shui? Meet Ashua, the horse of good fortune. Got a giant horse. It's a fine steed worthy of your majesty. Consider it a gift from my family. It's sure to bring good fortune. It's huge. Why does it have 8 legs? Guards, take all the jewels and gold to my room. The king's vicinity should be focused on energies of earth and wind. Also, inform the servants that from today onward, the king and I will take our meals on silver platters. Got some of the one of the troops thinking, isn't that just an indulgence? 70-ish years ago. In this age, the rough seas still made travel between islands difficult. Elbaf's advanced navigation techniques intrigued other countries. There is a star which never moves called the Pole Star. Oh, really? The translator's note says North Star, so that confirms there is a North Star in the One Piece universe. Pole Star. King Harold, you met Fishman? Yep, it's about it's about time. I even saw mermaids. Their people carry the blood of the ocean. In their country, a prince was born by the name of Neptune. And it wasn't just fishmen and it wasn't just fishmen and mermen around. The sea creatures themselves were coming together in jubilation. Wow. So Harold witnessed okay, he didn't witness the birth of Neptune, but he visited Fishman Island shortly after Neptune was born, it seems. 63 years ago, Oust Castle, Elbaf, while Harold was overseas. Congratulations, my queen. It's a healthy baby boy. His name is Loki. I spoke with the king about it. Let me get a good look at my son's face. Huh? And Loki has eyes that look like they're demonic eyes. And apparently his mother doesn't like that. Is shocked by that. Yeah, it's horrid. Your Highness? It's freaking me out. What is that? This thing can't possibly be mine. Your Highness, please calm down. Tell the king it was a stillbirth. This is utterly unacceptable. It's cursed. Just look at it. It's a monster. When the Prince of Elbaf stretched his arms into the air, no one was there to take those small hands in theirs. Your Highness, stop this! Wow, that's the prince! It is said that the most unfortunate souls are those rejected from birth by their own mother. And so Erstrid takes baby Loki, just born, and tosses him out of the castle off the top of the tree into the realm of the dead. Listen to me. No child was born today. I forbid you from telling anyone. Where are you going? I'm returning to my village. I never want to give birth again. Your Highness, Captain. It's coming from the realm of the dead. The realm of the dead? What about it? And we have Loki. Baby Loki climbing his way back up from the realm of the dead. Tears in his eyes. Spoke the child. It's becoming clear this was foretold long before it came into the world. It said that King Harold will someday be slain by his own son. Enough with this crazy talk. Meanwhile, Harold struggled against the walls of diplomacy. Blocked by the world government again. Why can't countries just be free? Hey, he's your little brother. Don't you want to see the little guy? So we've got Ida with Harujan, baby Harujan. If he's not your kid, Mom, then there's no way I can call him my little brother. Oh, sweetie, you're so cute, even when you say such awful things. From then on, every misfortune that struck Elbaf was chalked up to Loki's curse. The accursed prince was born. And now we're flashing forward to soon after no, we're not flashing forward. So soon after Queen Estrella collapsed due to ill health. So did she die? So soon after giving birth to Loki, Estrella collapsed due to ill health. Maybe she died at this point. And from then on, every misfortune that struck Elbaf was chalked up to Loki's curse. So Loki didn't do anything in particular. There's already a prophecy, a pre-existing prophecy that King Harold would be killed by his son. Where did that come from? Who made such a prophecy? And when? Interesting. Yeah, Loki just got blamed for everything, and that explains the way he grew up and why he is the way he is. It also explains why his eyes have been bandaged this entire time. He's hiding his eyes. Much like Charlotte Katakuri would hide his mouth, Loki hides his eyes with the bandages. So that wasn't any injury. And then Loki's appearance. It's just the eyes, really. He has horns, but his father has horns as well, so there's nothing. Or there should be nothing odd about the horns because ancient giants have horns. But his eyes being looking like demonic, demon-like is the big thing. And what is that from? It seems to be rare because everyone is shocked by it. So could that be a trait in the ancient giant blood that just hasn't shown up for so long that no one recognizes it? Or is there some other explanation for that appearance? Could it just be a random genetic mutation? Random happenstance? It could be. But yeah, newborn Loki. As soon as he was born, rejected by his mother, thrown thousands of feet from the top of the tree, from the sun realm into the realm of the dead. He climbs back up as a baby. Okay. And there's a break next week, so hmm. So yeah, this is going to be Loki's backstory from here on out. And we get explanation of King Harold, so King Harold really was good. There was no trickery or ulterior motive to his wanting to open the borders of Elbath to the rest of the world. It was genuine after being shown the world and taught by Ida not to see himself as superior to other races just because he happened to be born a giant and born a king, or born a prince at the time, then the king. But still in Elbath they have their cultural traditions, which are the ancient giants, especially the royal family, can only mix with other ancient giants. Which is interesting to note that Estrid has ancient giant blood, but she doesn't have horns, and her size is. Hmm, she is still big. She's bigger than regular giant. She's not as big as King Harold, of course. So is she full ancient giant? Because she doesn't have the horns. I guess so. Or maybe it's a thing where some ancient giants have the horns and others don't. But we do have some translator's notes here. Earth Wind Arts. This would be Di Feng if transliterated. It's a clear reference to Feng Shui, which is wind water. Okay, that's what I thought. So Feng Shui. Elbath, Elbath. This week we see Elbath is romanized with the PH spelling for the first time within the manga's artwork itself. We decided not to update at this time due to the inconsistency it would cause in our previous chapters. We hope to fix all the previous chapters in one batch at the end of the arc, assuming no new information presents itself. And Samuanai can literally mean not chilly. Yeah. I believe it's just a pun on Samukunai, Hokkaido. Has a few place names that end in Nai. Also, it may be a joke contrasting the cold of Hokkaido with the tropical nature of the South Seas. South Blue. Okay. So, big setup starting to Loki's backstory. I thought we would flash to Oust Castle just after the death of Harold, but we're not doing that just yet. I think we're going to have some time in Loki's childhood and see Loki growing up before we head back to the present. And since this King Harold part went relatively quickly, I think the overall flashback for Loki is going to be pretty fast as well. Which makes sense because this flashback is taking place in the middle of a battle, so getting back to the part where we see Luffy and the others take action. It's going to be something we'll probably see within the next couple of chapters, I'd imagine. So we've got a question about Loki. What is the cause of his appearance? Is it just random, or is there a meaning behind it? The other question is this prophecy. How far back does this prophecy go? It doesn't seem like there are any fortune tellers in Elbaf. There's no Madame Charlie sort of character that would have foreseen it, unless that character hasn't been shown yet. And then the question is, could this be an ancient prophecy? A prophecy that's gone back for more than just hundreds of years, but thousands of years, several lifetimes of the giants. It doesn't seem like that was the case. So it will be, I think, kind of important to know where this prophecy came from. It is said that King Harold will someday be slain by his own son, which was foretold long before it came into the world. Yeah, it doesn't say how long, but it's interesting. And then we have King Harold and his diplomatic quest. The world government knew about it, and they've been blocking King Harold so far. Why? Is it because Elbaf isn't recognized by the world government yet? So world government allied nations are blocked from engaging in diplomacy with Elbaf? Thinking that might be the case. And that might be what forced King Harold to want to go to the table at the world government and have Elbaf become part of the world government. So then it would be free to interact with more nations, but being part of the world government would mean they were also under that same blockade. So then Elbaf would be able to interact with nations that are not allied with the world government. But that's probably a smaller number of nations. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this chapter. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. And I will catch you in the next chapter review. See ya.